Saturday presents the last chance this season for Cherries to do the double over a Premier League side. We've already done it over Burnley, we've done it over Palace. Next, we can do it over Manchester United. And hear this, we are the bookies' favourites. What is going on? Welcome to the big Back of the Day match preview. My name's Sam.
I'm Tiggs, hope you're having a good time.
And I'm Tom.
So in this show, we're going to talk all things Cherries, but also the Red Devils too. Manchester United at the moment are 8 points above the Cherries in the table. And whilst the Champions League is probably a stretch too far for them this season, they're going to be looking for Europe. They need the win. But so do we, right? Because our push for Europe was somewhat derailed at Luton Town, but thankfully I wasn't there to see it. But Tom, vibes are still good within the Bournemouth camp, right?
Yeah, well, as Nottingham Forest fans, Sam, we threw that game anyway, mate. We threw it because we care that much about Nottingham Forest going down. No, it was disappointing. I didn't actually think we were that bad for a long period, and then a few little injuries, mixed some stuff up, and it didn't quite work. And but I think I said when we spoke on the second look, if you're ever gonna try things, it's in the position we're in now. So he played Solanke in a wide position for a period and stuff like that. And listen, it meant a lot to Luton, and they managed to get over the line. But it could have easily filled out into a decent point. Is what it is. I think Europe's probably a bit of a stretch, but if we beat Man United, maybe not.
So at this point, we usually do a little montage. Now, Tiggs and I were almost falling asleep during the last home game against Manchester United. Do you remember? In the sun, you had your shades on.
Oh, I do, yeah.
It was a bad game. But you know what was a better game? Shall we? Come on.
Beautiful.
Tiggs, was that one? That's the best away game this season.
It's the best away game. It's so much the fact, if you watch other shows on this channel, you'll know that I was a little bit dazed by it and went for a big wow factor for Old Trafford as well. But I couldn't help it. I was just pulled by that. Yeah, unbelievable. What a cracking game it was. And the disbelief on our face is probably the funniest thing about it when you watch it back. Because we didn't go there expecting to do anything.
Thought if we can go there and nick a point, and I think we said this after. I remember when we won at Chelsea in our first ever Premier League season, and it was kind of a backs to the wall, you nick a 1-0, but we just absolutely murdered them. I mean, we should have scored another goal. Watara was unlucky to get 4. It was just, and like you say, Tiggs, I remember even going to like Steve at one point when we scored, and he was like, I just couldn't believe what was going on. We were all there. It was a brilliant away day and one that I'll always remember. So let's just go and do the double on them. Because like you said, the last home game was when we had just kind of got safety and we were on a bit. I think was it Casemiro one day? Yeah, and it was a bit of a damp squid of a game. So hopefully this is a better one.
It's one of those matches where you go to Old Trafford, you play the team name, you play the venue. On the pitch, they were absolutely awful. But
their form was actually quite good at the time, though.
Yeah, it was. But the thing is with Man United, I just don't, I don't get them. I still don't get them under Ten Hag at the moment. Look, we need to discuss this, of course. But look, since our great 3-0 win at Old Trafford, we'll take a look on screen at United's away games since that. They drew 0-0 at Liverpool, which is a good result. Lost at West Ham 2-0. beaten by Forest 2-1. Then they had a 4-game winning run. 3 of them was away from home. First they beat Wolves 3-4, and then the games against Villa and Luton Town both finished 1-2. In the Manchester derby, though, they lost 3-1 at the Etihad. It finished on as even against Brentford 1-0, and in their last away game, they lost 4-3 to Chelsea. I mean, I thought they were going to win it. I thought they were going to do us a favour, United. Yeah. Alas, Cole Palmer turned up late.
I just love how Chelsea and Man U is a game that matters to us. It's just incredible, isn't it? Yeah, incredible. Yeah. But yeah, they're a weird team, Sam. They really are. I mean, I've seen a few videos lately that talk about kind of all your stats and stuff, and I think like expected XG and all that stuff to show how much you're supposed to score in games. They're right at the bottom, like just above relegation. It's just they seem to keep getting away with it. But I guess that is a situation where even if you're not playing well, if you've got Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, you're just gonna get the odd glimpse, the odd goal, and that's probably done it for them. But yeah, I haven't watched them this season at all and thought they were any good.
On what basis do you think that we're favourites then on Saturday?
Because they're so inconsistent. Yeah. Regardless, you look at us in our games, we've never been blown away.
No, true.
By anyone.
We're
in the game.
At home, yeah.
Whereas they're just so inconsistent. I mean, I don't know. So even if you go back to our game where we beat them 3-0, what changes did that incredible manager that he's supposed to be make to get them back in the game? Yeah, he didn't do anything. And it's that kind of expectation upon those players to always perform week in, week out, which they cannot do. They cannot do.
Yeah, we'll come on to when we talk about the team news as well. They have got injuries in key positions, which might be part of it. And I also think if you're a bookies, you go, well, the last time they played each other, Bournemouth went down 1-3-0. We can't. That's got to play a part. So yeah,
and what will also play a part is the fact that probably quite a lot of people have put a few quid on Bournemouth already. Which is going to stack the odds in a certain way, which you wouldn't expect. But regardless, the bookies have got to look after themselves.
Yeah, agreed. I think the form table's probably got its impact as well on those odds. Manchester United at the moment. I mean, that is the epitome of inconsistency. 13th, unlucky for some. AFC Bournemouth, despite the loss against Luton, still doing well in 5th place.
Wow.
You can see that we're at the QP, and if you're not coming here before the game on Saturday, change your plans. Make sure you come here. Look, it's open from just after 11. We're going to be here from 12, aren't we, Tom?
Yeah, why not? It's our 5 game after all.
It's our 5 game. But look, we've been absolutely loving this place recently, and you know what, Tom? If you grab a pint before the game, you get given a little raffle ticket, and it's so important that you keep hold of it. Why?
Because then you can come in after and win some cash.
First prize of 100 quid. Turn up after the game, bring your raffle tickets, don't chuck them out. And second prize of 50 quid as well. I remember coming here after the last one, the last home game, and £100 prize went to a local from the QP. The £50 prize went to Garrett from Oklahoma, who just popped in and thought, you know what, I'm going to keep hold of this.
Just popped in from Oklahoma, huh? That's a long way to go for the fight, mate.
Fair play to him for winning that. But look, there are prizes to be won. So make sure you come here, you grab a raffle ticket. And also, they do Sunday roasts.
They do indeed. Yeah, they do indeed. And I'll tell you what, I reckon we should do a little...
What?
Another little giveaway or something. Because we're going to score, aren't we? We're going to score against Man United.
We are going to score. Yeah.
So I think if they get the time of the Bournemouth first goal.
The first Bournemouth goal? Wow.
Yeah. Then I think, give them a roast. Can we give them a roast?
Yeah, but not for one person, not for two. For 4?
For 4.
And a drink. Sure. How do you like them apples? I'll tell you what, David Holman, he's booked in for this Sunday. Hope you enjoy that. But all you need to do is just in the comments down below, put the time that you think the first Bournemouth goal will be scored in. And you know what, last time, they didn't even get the right minute.
No,
it was just, they were 2 minutes out, but Joe here, nice guy, was just like, you know what, Sam, I'll honour it.
Yes.
And there it was. Fair play.
And don't worry if you've got a minute in mind and someone else has commented that minute, because if there's a few that have got the same one, then we'll just do some sort of, we'll do some sort of draw, won't we, and make it transparent to see who wins.
Why not come here for a roast anyway? Because if you come here, you get £1 off if you're a season ticket holder. Just present your season ticket card. Happy days. And also, there's going to be an end of season party coming up. We won't tell you.
Leave it at that.
We're going to be here for it. It's going to be absolutely massive. all AFC Bournemouth fans need to get down to the end of season 2 after the last home game of the season. We can't say anything more at this point, but yeah, come down to the QP. You'll notice a few changes outside as well.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it, Tiggs. And why are we here so early, Tiggs? Are you going to be suited and booted?
Oh, Saturday.
Oh, yeah, on Saturday, yeah. Yeah, we're going to...
Might just dip in hospitality, might we?
Yeah, just give it a little go. Yeah. Just put our toes in there, see what it's like.
But you know what that means? No fan cams.
Yeah.
Right? So this...
Is this where that... So you're just going to be chatting to me after champagne and after we've just beaten United? That's going to go well,
So
isn't
look,
it?
it's Jeff Hayward, the one of the co-founders of the rebirth of Back of the Net. It's his birthday, and it's a big one. I mean, he looks 30, I know. It's not. It's double that, Jeff, sorry. It's 60th birthday. Jeff, happy birthday to you, sir. So there's going to be no fan cams. However, we do invite you to send in your own videos. We'll put it together as a montage.
Yeah,
we'll put it out. Details in the description below. Just email your clip. Landscape, please.
I did you landscape, didn't I?
Yeah, you did do landscape.
Okay.
But just send it to fans at afcbpodcast.com.
Yep.
The clip will probably be big, so use a website like WeTransfer, send it to us, we'll montage it together, and then if you want to get your fan opinion on, we will make sure it is. But we won't be stood there outside because we're going to be Prosecco,
Oh, yeah.
champagne, whatever.
Looking forward to it.
We're looking...
And by the way, the last time Sam and I, anyway, went to the hospitality, 4-0 win. Wasn't it? 4-0. Swansea, I think it was.
There you go.
Swansea, yeah.
Well,
So
I've
this
actually, every time I've been in hospitality, we won. I've just thought that.
Yes, we have.
I'll tell you what.
So this match preview is brought to you by SofaScore. It's our favourite footballing app. Real-time goal notifications, faster than if you're watching Soccer Saturday. Player and team information, stats, heat maps, and it's also the highest rated live score app on the App Store and Google Play Store. Make sure you download it now. Have you got it?
Yes.
Have you got it?
Of course.
That's all you need to know. There's a QR code on screen, and also if you look in the description, there's a link that will take you straight to your relevant app store. Download it. Each download certainly helps us out. So, Manchester United. Tom,
Yes.
their recent form, I don't know, let's go from, say, the start of February, but it's, you know what, we do various kind of prediction things like Super 6 and stuff, Score King, all that kind of stuff. They are so difficult to predict. They were like one of the most unpredictable teams in the league.
I agree. Like Tig said earlier, they're so inconsistent. Consistently inconsistent, I'd say.
right, yeah.
But but they, you know, from the start of Feb, if we go from there, I think the game at Molineux probably epitomised that, right?
It did, yeah. It looked like they'd thrown it away. And then I think it was Kobe Mainoo right at the end, who's probably been their shining light on the season, really. And fortunately for us England fans as well, he's come through and they won it 4-3. And then they smash West Ham. And you just think, okay, they're back. Went and beat Villa. I think they've done a double on Villa. And you think of the season Villa have had. The Luton game
scraped that, didn't
they? They scored really early, and it was all Luton, and they managed to get over the line. To be fair to them, and then you think, okay, the run they're on, they'll beat Fulham at home. They lose that. Then they just scraped past Forest.
Yeah, only just.
Yeah, and I think the City game, it's weird because we've said it about Liverpool lately as well, which come on to, but similar against City, they're almost respectable in them games. It's almost like they do lift themselves a little bit. They beat Everton, and in that game, I mean, Everton should have got something. The Liverpool game was mad in the cup.
FA Cup one.
Oh, that was a mad game. They shouldn't have won it, but they kept themselves in it. Drew at Brentford when Brentford murdered them all game. And then the Chelsea game that we briefly alluded to earlier. And then again, they get a point off Liverpool, which you just think that's... And every time you watch the game, I watched that game, I go, I don't know how they've just got a point off Liverpool.
That first half.
That's just ridiculous.
It was terrible.
But then it sort of, in many ways, it had, I think I said this on the second look, the first half at Old Trafford felt similar as the first half at Kenilworth Road. Like we should have blown Luton away, but we didn't. And they hung on in there, and that's what Man United do. So it's going to be difficult to play against Tiggs.
Undoubtedly, yeah. I mean, you just don't. So it is the hardest game. I can't think of any team that is harder to kind of stick your colours to the mast. So this is what's going to happen, because genuinely anything could happen with them.
Definitely.
I know we'll talk about it later when Tom does the teams, but I think what does kind of lean in our favour quite a lot is that they are limited in who they're going to play in their back line.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's all it can, because I think it's like you said, it's so confusing to work out why they're so inconsistent. And I think that's all I can go on really. Maybe they've just got little bits of quality in there that can pull them out of something. We said it last season, didn't we? Obviously, completely different context. But there were times where I didn't think we were very good. And then Billing would score a worldie and we win 1-0 and you go, that's a massive result for Bournemouth. And, you just wonder if them little bits of quality, like that Luton game that we just mentioned, they won 2-1. Luton were a better team than Man United. But who've got more quality on the pitch, personnel-wise? And it's just getting them out of trouble. And, yeah, I mean, like Tig said, I think anything could happen in this game. Any prediction, I don't think I would say is far-fetched, to be honest.
I think as well with them, it is that inconsistency comes from a lack of identity.
Definitely.
And that I can't get my head around. Okay, so they've brought somebody in, one of the best managers in the world, people tell him, and he's had almost 2 seasons, and you still don't know how Man United are really going to play. And you can ask anyone in the world, you can ask Man United fans, they're scratching their head. So, yeah, bizarre Man United's team right now.
It's a wider point as well, isn't it, when we've talked about it recently, because Rich Tudor's left our football club, and the upstairs stuff at Man United, because recruitment-wise, they've clearly let Ten Hag bring in his players. Anana, he had, Anthony, Hoyland, all these sort of people, they're clearly Ten Hag signings and it hasn't worked. So you're going, maybe you do need that recruitment side of it. Has he got a little bit too much control?
Yeah.
And it's a weird one. But then equally, I don't see many Man United fans saying Ten Hag out.
No.
They're almost on board. It's a weird one. I wonder if since Fergie they've seen it's all been a little bit up in the air and they kind of are in that position where they just want someone
kind of stability.
And stability is the word, and let's stick to it and let's see what happens, because at the end of the day you could argue a point of going, they haven't been very good, they're still 6th. So
it seems mad now, just like with the way that football's transpired, that David Moyes succeeded Alex Ferguson. Isn't it mad when you think about it now? Like that's a weird thought.
But if you put it this way, I would say now, say Man United sacked Ten Hag and the Moyes after Fergie never happened, he'd be one of the contenders for the job.
Yeah, he would.
Winning a European Cup with West Ham and that, he might even be in contention. So it's an interesting one. But I think they're probably going to come 6th. I don't see him competing for 4th or 5th. I don't see him dropping enough. So they're in a weirdly similar position to us, where they'll probably try a few bits when they can, and they're kind of looking the next season and who's part of Ten Hag's plans and stuff. So I think it will be an intriguing game, and hopefully a game that's quite open and full of goals.
Right, I'm going to do a little challenge / test for us now, because you're looking on screen at the head-to-heads between both sides. Now, I'm going to see if we can name every player that scored against Manchester United when we've beaten them, starting in 1984. Now, I can do these.
Okay.
Ian Thompson and Milton Graham. There you go.
Been on the pod, Milton Graham.
Yeah, they've both been on. 2015, when we beat them 2-1 at Dean Court. Tom, do you want to take a stab at this?
Junior Stanislas corner.
Correct.
Wow.
Josh King winner.
Very good.
Was it Fellaini for them? Was Fellaini score their goal?
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been.
But yeah, that was Van Gaal.
Yeah, and then in our 1-0 win over them in 2019.
Do you know who's I know it?
I think I know.
Josh King.
It was Josh
King again.
Chipped over the player's head.
Yeah.
I'm
and then in our last win, Tiggs.
Last win, right.
Oh, the 3-0?
Yeah.
Oh, crumbs.
Lewis Cook won the ball on the right-hand side, played across for a certain person who used to be Scouse netting. I mean, is that big enough?
Yeah. And then it was, I remember Phil Billing.
Header at the
Marcos Senesi.
Oh, I forgot the Senesi.
Yeah, and then Dango got a goal disallowed at the end, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, the 4th.
Yeah.
So in all our home games against Manchester United, Bournemouth have won 2, drawn 0, lost 4 in all competitions. We've won 4, drawn 3, lost 14.
Oh dear.
That's interesting. I forgot, Josh King. So Josh King,
because he came through at Man U.
Because he came through at Man U, didn't he? So we got any players at the moment that came?
Oh, it's like you've got the script in front of you. That is not on the screen. We don't have a script anyway. This is all.
We don't have a script.
But let's go for how many? I'm going to go for 7. 7 is the magic number.
Should we do? I'll do 1, Tiggs do 1.
All right then. Let's do that then.
Played for both clubs.
So played for both clubs. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm going to actually take this off Tiggs. Russell Beardsmore.
Yeah, that's one. Okay. I'll go obvious. George Best.
Oh, very good.
Great shout. Did he play for Man U? Mark Rawlinson.
Mark Rawlinson is that's.
I just think that makes me look good.
Can I chip in?
Yeah, go on.
Love you, Ted.
Yeah.
Ted. Why didn't I say Ted?
Why do you, He loves you. He
That's
talks
my
about your
next
cap all the
Oh,
time.
not anymore.
Ted McDougall, the legend, the man that is. All right.
Let me
So-
think. Oh, Josh King, we talked
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
we?
yeah.
Hang on, I want
How
to
many's
try and
that
get.
so far?
Yeah, how many we got?
4, 5.
Yeah, is it? I want to try and get a surprising one. I'm trying to think now. Right, Man United. Have you got any in your head, Sam?
5.
I've got.
Oh, have you got a
down
list? Sorry. Right, Man United. Come on, there are people screaming.
Oh, loanies. I can think of 2.
Yeah.
Or we can think of a couple of loanies.
Yeah.
Yeah, defenders.
Yeah.
Oh God, John O'Shea.
Centre
Yeah.
backs.
John O'Shea, Rio Ferdinand.
There you go. Well, look, let's go through a list. Rio Ferdinand, John O'Shea,
Yeah.
Josh King, Russell Bearsmore, Joe Rothwell,
Oh, yeah.
God, yeah.
Ben Pearson
Ben
was in their academy.
They were together, weren't they? 'Cause that
Pirlo,
was
yeah.
where he came.
Mark
yeah.
Rawlinson, we said that. haven't
Yeah.
Yeah.
we? Also, Chris Casper.
Was he the one that went to Reading?
Yeah, Chris Casper. Paul Tether, Graham Tomlinson in the youth as well.
Vaguely remember him.
And we can say that, of course, Ryan Giggs and Nicky Butt also
Yeah.
guested for AFC Bournemouth in Beardsmore's testimony.
Testimonial.
You know what? Not my information. Neil Vacher from the club. Thank you so much.
Cheers,
because
mate.
we were struggling here for names. So
No goalkeepers, though.
no goalkeeper.
Ryan Giggs, you're in goal, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, if we've got to do an 11, we'll start. I feel like there should be more, but yeah, maybe there's a few that have come through academies, but yeah, I remember watching most of them. O'Shea wasn't that good for us, was he?
You must be impressed by what you're watching, right? There's a couple of things you can do, Tiggs. What was it?
Oh, goodness, a like, please. We really appreciate it.
And then, you know, we'll say thanks for that. And then you click this little fun thing, click that, that's the like, then click the subscribe, then click the bell. Sorted.
Because there's content that will be coming after the game. No fan cams. We've said about that. The details are in the description. But on the day after, Tom,
We'll probably talk about it in more detail, won't we, on a second look?
Yeah.
But before that, sorry,
Yes.
I've just remembered you said the vlog. The vlog will be out and it'll be a little bit different potentially.
But
for an hospitality.
will it be first thing on?
Yeah, I was
Sunday
about to say. Well, that's why I tried to go second look, and I thought, well, I'm just going to give himself the vlog to do, is he? On a hangover? Well, we'll see. Something to look forward to anyway, whenever it comes out. And yeah, and then obviously, yeah, we'll dive into it in more detail and all stuff like that. So,
And if you want to be on the vlog, then if you pop down here early on the Saturday,
12 o'clock Saturday,
at
no,
12
no.
o'clock, we'll be here. So we might be doing fan comes after, but come and have a chat. Love that.
Yeah, it would be nice to do that. So we've been taking a look, thanks to Matt on Vitals. We always like to take a look at Manchester United's last 4 league matches. The one striking feature is the number of goal attempts that Man United are conceding, which is over 25 per game,
it's mental.
and with 18 big chances across 4 games. Mate, we need to be getting at these lot. We need to be getting at this lot, and we can. I feel as though we can.
We need to be clinical as well, because we said about the Luton game, didn't we? We got in them areas and we weren't clinical enough.
But will we have
So-
everyone fit? I mean, like, is Dom going to be available?
Yeah,
Is
Tav
Antoine going to
probably
be,
not.
you know?
So yeah, it's a difficult one. But yeah, I think I saw a stat that it's Sheffield United then Man United in terms of conceding chances,
Yeah.
which is mad that they're that low down. So yeah, we've got to take advantage of that, mate, for sure.
it's
But
the
then
kind of game
equally,
that-
they'll probably be looking at that and go, we need to sort that out. So
I mean, this is the kind of game that Tav and Sinistera would be great for.
I know, yeah. It's a
So
shame.
you're expecting at least then for, based upon that statistic,
Yeah.
4 to 5 chances.
Big
clear
chances, yeah.
for Bournemouth to score.
Yeah. Will it transpire? We don't know. Let's take a look at the team news and see what's going on. Look, on screen you can see the latest from PremierInjuries.com. We know that Marcus Tavernier, hamstring injury. Also, there's been a bit of illness/bug.
Yeah, I think
in the
Christie
squad.
said it, didn't he?
Yeah, it's been sort of leaving a lot of people out.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. There could be some main men.
Yeah, we just hope there's a bit of a bug going around. So
Just imagine if Dom's out, for instance. My God, we don't want that. But look, we've got the list here on screen.
They've got a fair few out.
Yeah, they've got a fair few out as well. Let's take a look at them. So Malacia, Luke Shaw, Martinez, Lindelof, Scott McTominay, Anthony Martial, all ruled out. Marcus Rashford, we don't know how he is. He's like 50%. Johnny Evans, and Raphael Varane as well. But
I think they're weaker than the team that we beat 3-0.
that's what I was about to say. I think it was the only area that I think it was Garnacho that was out. They had to play. I know they had to play Anthony against us.
Yeah.
Whereas they're probably a little bit stronger offensively.
Yeah,
And Menu
agreed.
hadn't quite come through then. But defensively, it's only really Maguire that's a senior centre half that's fully fit.
Yeah.
So that should play into our favour. Yeah, I agree with you, because they're probably a little bit weaker actually. And I can't remember off the top of my head our team, but you'd like to think that we're in a better position in terms of we've got for the squad depth. People like Unai have come into the club now, so it's. I think we've got a good chance. I'll put it this way: Man U ain't thinking this is a banker coming to Bournemouth. No chance. So I think it's one of them that not many people would be putting Man United on their kind of banker coupon, which they would have previously.
So you know what we want to know? Tom doesn't. The referee.
Oh, I couldn't give a shit.
Which referee is it?
Tony Harrington.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, does that mean anything to you?
No.
Bournemouth had a player called Justin Harrington once, didn't we?
You know
did,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, Justin Harrington. He last refereed us at Leeds United away.
Oh, my goodness.
4-3. And they got a penalty given in the first 2 minutes or something,
Yeah.
right?
Lost
4-3.
One of the worst day of my life.
But I'll tell you what, maybe there'll be fireworks
Yeah, I knew
this
you
time
was
as well.
I knew a firework.
Game, wasn't it?
He was in the Daily Star for that, right?
Was that the last time he read
Fireworks guy.
Yeah.
But he's that was Premier League, wasn't it? Of course. But we haven't had him since.
No.
Oh, that's still
bloody
weird,
hell.
isn't it? That's why I didn't recognise his name.
Yeah, I don't really recognise that. Like, obviously I joke about it, but normally I recognise the ref's
Yeah.
name. I don't recognise him at all.
Maybe they will.
But keeping an eye on him.
Keep an eye. Right, let's
Yeah.
go. Team news. Right, here we go. Bournemouth, they've got a 4-2-3-1. Tom, talk us through what you're going to do for this one then, bud.
Yeah, well, I assume obviously Neto will stay in goal. Back four, I'm going to continue with Smithy, even though it's good to see Aaron's back available by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Smithy's done enough, so I think he'll stay in. Oh, and a dance with a bunny. Well, he'll be in there.
Oh, by the way,
I'm hoping that gets going at home as well.
there was a sponsors evening, I think, on Wednesday night at the club. And Zabani is it Jamie? And
Yeah.
I had a selfie with him. He just looked really cool and casual,
Yeah, he
and just
did,
his
didn't he?
cream jumper.
Oh, what a dancer.
guy.
What a dancer.
Anyway, yeah.
I actually think that he will partner Senesi. I think the fact that Senesi come on in the last game at Luton, I think he's had a few weeks now since the return. I think he'll slot him back in and then move Lloyd Kelly to left back. That's what I'm going to go with. I just think whether it's Rashford, whether it's Garnacho, we'll come on to it. Just think Kelly's security at left back for the counters might help. So that's what I'm going to go with there. Midfield wise, I think if they're fit, it's got to be Cook and Christie.
Yeah.
Especially with Tyler Adams, we're not sure. So I think it'll be them two. There's a case for you could move Clive up wide and bring in a Scott or Billing. And I'm going to bring in Dango Ouattara with Tavernier being out. With Ouattara being down the left, if Kelly's left back, it means Kelly can come in and Ouattara can almost play wing back. It means you're a little bit more fluid. So I'm going to go with that. And then obviously, as long as he's fit, Dom Solanke leading the line.
Just before we get to Manchester United, Dango Ouattara, every time, I've noticed that I'm saying this every single time that we name him. I'm saying, a bit of rawness. When will I stop saying that?
Yeah, it's difficult.
I mean, say, for instance, you had the choice of in Jaden Anthony. Would it be Jaden Anthony or Dango? Because, at the moment, it doesn't feel like Ouattara's an upgrade on Jaden Anthony.
But what he gives you is the incredible physical attributes.
Yes.
Like his pace,
Power,
the way he leaps
His springiness as well, because he can
unbelievable.
head a ball, my God.
And he gives you options, doesn't he? When you need somebody who's
You know
a
what?
more aerial threat.
This is Dango's game. I'm convinced.
I know what you
This is
mean.
Dango's game.
I think it's understandable that he's been a bit up and down with his form because I think you forget his age, and I think his ceiling's higher than Jaden.
I agree.
I think Jaden
yeah.
probably gives you that kind of backward stuff and he'll work in that sort of way, but I think Dango's probably got a little bit more, as you said, Tiggs, like attribute-wise, physically, and his power and stuff. But I think if you're going to give him a chance, if Tav's out, which we assume he is, then it's a good opportunity for him with Cini out as well to try and take it. While there's a few injuries, he's got to go and take that chance because he's made a real impact off the bench. And then Luton, I don't think he did. So I really hope he can do that in this game. But like you say, it might be a good game for him.
Oh, I can't wait. Right, let's go on to Man United then. What are you going for?
Arnaldo will definitely be in goal.
Yeah.
I think they'll keep with Dallo at right back, who I think is probably going under the radar as one of their better, most consistent performers this season. I think they're probably going to have to play Camboala as centre half, who's a young player, but he done all right against Liverpool. But unless Varane or Evans are suddenly fit, I think it'll be Kambala with Maguire, and Van Bissaka's doing all right at left back, obviously filling in there with Shaw out. I can't see them going anyway, but Casemiro and Mainu sitting in front of them. I'm going to go Garnacho off the right. He's probably more suited to the left, but I think at the moment they're going to stick with him there with Rashford off the left side, Bruno Fernandes in that 10 role, and then Højlund to lead the line. I don't think they've got a lot else really available unless they chose to go Anthony, say, over a Rashford or a Højlund and mixed up a bit. So, yeah, I'm confident with that one.
Who'd you worry about there?
I actually quite rate Garnacho. I just think he's raw again, but I think he's got something about him. And people like Bruno and Rashford,
Yeah.
again, with Man United, are not that consistent, but they've got clear quality.
I mean, that
so
goal
if they turn
that
up.
Fernandes scored
Exactly.
against Liverpool.
I watch him and think, he's so overrated, and then he scores a goal like that. And that's probably why
He's not
they're
easy to
overachieving
like,
their
though, is
XG.
he?
No, I hate him. Yeah, I really do. But equally, Mainu is a player I'm interested to see live. I just like to think, we were talking about this off air, people like Christine Cook's energy up against someone like a Casemiro, that could benefit us, I think. So, I'm intrigued by it. But yeah, probably if Garnacho and Rashford are on their game, that could be the main threat for them, and that's why I think potentially Kelly will play.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Europe.
Europe who?
No, Europe who.
Sorry, no.
But
That
is
tickled
Eu-
me way too much.
But is Europe Europe is Europe not and you're so like you're Andoni Iraola. You're Andoni
gorgeous.
Iraola.
Yeah.
Is it in your mindset, or do you think are you just thinking, okay, let's just beat our 46 points, our record in the Premier League?
I reckon that's probably his aim.
Yeah.
I
So
think that's gotta
Europe's
be his
not.
aim.
Do you think Europe's the thing?
I think if we beat Man U, I'll 100% be saying it is. I don't think it is.
I think there's, like any race, there are hurdles, right? And the current hurdle, I think, is to get over our points total, our best points total. If we can get over that, then he'll start looking otherwise.
Put it this way, if we win every game, I think we'll probably get Europe.
Yeah.
But I don't think we'll win every game, so because that's very unlikely. But listen, let's at least beat Man United, see what happens. But I think I would love to. We've already done last season's total. I think we'll finish above 15th, which was last season. So I think now the next one should be your 46. Then if you do that, then you can look.
Yeah,
I think you just take it in little steps. But listen, whatever happens, I mean, I really hope we don't. We can lose every game. It's been a successful season, mate. So I think we've got to play with that no fear, which we have done recently. We had a little bit of a dip against Luton, so I'm hoping he picks us up again for this one. And yeah, I think we'll give him a good game.
Okay, prediction time then. We want to know your predictions. We need an emoji to
Tiggs, give the emoji, I can. Come on, Tiggs.
Let's go with a mind blown emoji.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, do that. So, what is your prediction? Let us know. You see, look, if you're watching on TV, you can comment on TV. If you're watching on your laptop, scroll down, mobile phone, just type it in. We want to know what you think. Okay, firstly, I'm going to give mine.
Go
Go on then.
I think this is going to be a draw. 1-1.
Okay.
Ticks?
Okay, I'm going to go with a 3-2 Bournemouth win.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 Bournemouth win.
Right, let's take our Bournemouth hats off. I still think it's going to be 1-1. I think 1-1. Do you...
We beat these. I think we beat.
If we are full strength, we beat these. The only question is if we haven't got a full complement and we can't.
We
play
need
our
to
best
get
base.
behind the boys as well. We need to get it rocking in there. This is live on Sky, so let's enable the nation.
We're always
to hear
better
how loud
in the
we are.
evenings. I always feel
We
like
are.
we're better in the evenings.
We are.
I think we beat them. I really think we beat them. I don't think they're very good, and I think we'll beat them. I genuinely think we'll beat them. I wasn't confident against Luton. So it's not like something that I just always say every time Bournemouth have a game, I think we'll win. I was worried about the Luton game.
Luton needed to win. They need to win, but they don't need.
I think the start is key. We said this at Old Trafford, and we scored really early, didn't we, Solanke?
Yeah.
I always felt a team like Man United and the way they are at the moment, I think if you can do them early, like we did last time, I think it really hurts them, and they start, they play under that pressure and under that cloud. And I think we beat them. I think results go our way, and I think we talk about Europe again, and I'll be drinking Prosecco going, I'll tell you what. I can't wait for it.
I think it is a game about clinicality. So we are going to get everything points. We're going to get 4 or 5 chances in that game to score a goal. Right? If we score 3 of them, there is no chance that they're beating us, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We're all excited. We cannot wait. Look, we look forward to seeing you at the QP from 12 o'clock or earlier if you're here. Make sure you get down there. But yeah, no fag cams, and just remember that. But do send in your clips. Check the description below. But the next time we'll be seeing your faces is probably on the matchday vlog. Yeah, we'll do that. Up the cherries.
Not with Chess.
From the shows
This.
Europe who?
So that
That
was,
come from?
Have you not heard that before?
I'd definitely take a draw, by the way.
Back in the net! Back in the net!